Hello and welcome back to part 2 of Dark Parables 13, Requiem for the Forgotten Shadow Collector's Edition. I'm your host, Dark613 of the Shadows of Chaos, and we are hopping right back in where we left off. I had some nice soup. I love my soup. I'm probably gonna pass the F out. I am tired. I just need to finish recording this game, and then I can post it later today. Yep, Requiem should be fine to wake up. Yep. Order 5, posting this game, then recording Dark Parables 15, 5 to 10. Shouldn't take that long. Then posting Dark Parables 14, 10 to 11. So, might as well finish this game. Probably exactly what the Shadow God and his assistant wanted. Yep.
You really are quite stubborn, aren't you? You can't defeat me, weakling. You can't defeat me, weakling. Now I'll show you. No! You cannot stop my master. You're nothing but a minor pest.
Enough. I've come to end this once and for all.
My, you walked right into a trap, my dear.
Go, find the lantern. You're our only hope.
Why is he such a sourpuss? I clicked there. God's helmet? Forcefully split.
If you're not with the shadow, you're against him. Goodbye.
Ah! Somebody help!
You saved my life, so you deserve an explanation. The Brotherhood wanted to bring back the Shadow God, but that was never my intention. I was following Guida, looking for a powerful artifact. I've lost the element of surprise, but I have to keep trying. Look, I'm grateful, but you can't get in my way again. I'll get the shard or die trying.
What shard? It better not be the Boladay shard. That was fucking annoying. Having to deal with that.
No matter what you do, I'll always be one step ahead. That was almost extraordinarily easier than the last one that appeared in. Nice. I like an easy puzzle every now and again. Because then I'm not screaming at the microphone in frustration. Sword.
How dare you! Trespassing in this sanctuary is forbidden. The maiden goddess is in trouble. We must act quickly. There's only one thing that can stop the Shadow God, the Shade's lantern. To make it, you need to find the Bolide Shard. It is protected by this land, and only the worthy can claim it. If you get it, I will help you fight the Shadow God.
Oh, so it was the Bolide Shard. Last time we saw that thing, it was bringing down a fucking city. Hey, it's the fairy seed. From 11. This is like an amalgamation of fucking everything. You suck. You can see why it's just mixing too many things together. Like, we just recently had Snow White and the Dire Tree, not too long ago. Not Snow White, us. Swan Princess and the Dire Tree. which had the fairy seed that we just used. Like, that is the seed that's supposed to revive Flora and empower her and renew her. What the fuck is it doing here? Like, see, Epex made it so that it didn't make any sense in the context of their world. Without that seed, Flora would die. Like, why make a seed that's so important to one specific area of this giant world, only to have it reappear here for no apparent fucking reason? I don't get Epex. They make no fucking sense. They had this nice thing going, and then this came out and kind of just shat all over everything. Okay. Now that makes sense. If that had just existed as it was, without any explanation as to why it's here, I would have been more pissed off. But we got an explanation. Somewhat. It's the reason why Jack's symbol is here. N symbol, yeah. Jack symbol. There it is.
Whatever your plan is, it'll never work.
Hey, fuck off, I'm doing something.
You have proven that your heart is pure. Come with me to my home and be prepared.
She's so small. Now we are too.
Welcome to my home. This is a safe place to assemble the Shade's lantern without being disturbed. The lantern is finished. Now, you must face the Shadow God. But before you destroy him, you must put a stop to his plans. The tower is starting to assemble itself. That's not a good sign. Make haste. You must stop this before it's too late. Remember, you have the Bolide Shard, and the platform has its weaknesses. Use them to your advantage.
I forgot how overly complicated and stupid this game was. And how unnecessary half this plot is. They could have probably accomplished better characters and better development than what we got. But hey, I'm not a game designer. Some things I can't see. Oh, excuse me. Mechanical spider.
disappoint me, Gita. I told you to take care of the intruders, and you failed. I will not tolerate your incompetence any longer.
Master, I tried. Please.
Enough! Your time with me is over.
Yep. At least they kept all three of them consistent. And so the fairy tale detective managed to stop the spreading of the darkness, saving Annabelle and all its occupants. The strange sickness disappeared and everyone got their shadows back. The Duke and Duchess were still yet to return from the healer in the mountains, but everything seemed well. As for the Shadow God, he was back to his old self, no longer an evil shadow, nor an empty husk that was the candle maker. He was finally whole. He swore to protect Annabelle and redeem himself for all the damage he's done, pain caused to the incense, and return the moon. Yada yada yada. Who cares? Well guys, that was part 2 of Dark Parables 13, Requiem for the Forgotten Shadow. If you like this video, leave a like. If you don't like it, dislike it. Leave a dislike. I don't know. I don't like this game. I don't like this story. It's just kind of stupid. Oh, that's right, we forgot about the parables. Alright. Rise of the Shadow God. Long ago, darkness and light... Give me a minute. Sorry. Okay. I will fix that later. But I want to be able to read the parables. Rise of the Shadow God. Long ago, darkness and light entwined to create the Shadow God. With the Shadow God came another world, Earth's twin. It was a cold and empty place wrapped in darkness. This is where he resided. The Shadow God was born neither good nor evil. He maintained the balance between the shadows and the light. The Shadow God had two souls. One was pure and peaceful, the other was dark and harsh. Lonely in his world of darkness, he bargained with the Moon Goddess. She let him reside on the dark side of the moon, allowing him to descend on Earth after sunset. The Shadow God never interacted with humans, but he became envious of their happy world. He built a tower to connect the two worlds and attract the lost souls he pitied. He offered them asylum. As more souls joined him, his powers grew. Soon a battle began within the Shadow God. He couldn't resist the temptation of devouring the lost souls. He swore to wrap the earth in darkness so he'd never have to return to the moon. The Maiden and the Shadow. Ancient traditions forbid the Maiden Goddess from ever interacting with mortals, but the temptation became too great. Since then, every full moon she would descend into the world and help those in need. Word quickly spread about a beautiful maiden with magical powers. This story piqued the interest of the local mercenaries who plotted to ambush her, hoping to harness her powers for their own gain. One night they staged an accident, and soon the Maiden Goddess arrived, falling right into their trap. However, by some strange fate, brought the Shadow God was passing by and heard her cries. He chased the mercenaries away and released the Maiden Goddess. Suddenly, a powerful love was born. They had to keep each other a secret, so they met every night at a place with the most breathtaking view of Annabeth. Unfortunately, the Shadow God was torn between his two souls, and their love struggled. To protect her only love, the Maiden Goddess disguised the Shadow God's husk into a commoner and sent him to Annabeth. She returned to her astral plane heartbroken. Meanwhile, the husk, longing for her love, lit a candle every night at the time they were supposed to meet, but she never came. As the town of Annabeth grew, he began lighting candles everywhere, hoping that the Maiden Goddess would one day come. That is how he became the famous candle maker. The first handmaiden. Yep. The Sun and the Moon Goddesses were two of the most powerful gods, but they had one weakness: dawn and dusk. Those were the times that their powers were the most fragile. To protect themselves, the Moon Goddess made the nights cold, and the Sun blessed the morning with warm sun rays. With this, they created the first morning dew, which took the form of a beautiful new goddess, pure and innocent as a droplet of spring water, the Maiden Goddess. The Sun and Moon Goddesses were very protective of their little sister, so they forbid her to interact with the mortal world. But the Maiden Goddess couldn't resist the temptation. One day, she noticed a young, pure-hearted maiden in trouble and descended from her plane, defeating the attackers. The young girl fell to her knees, swearing she would do anything for the goddess in return for saving her life. Though she felt guilt for disobeying her sisters, the Maiden Goddess yearned to help this girl and others like her. She gently wiped the tears from the girl's face and formed a magical glass staff from them. Before she left, she told the girl, "Then take this staff and help those in need. I will always watch over you." That is how she blessed her first handmaiden. Fall of the Shadow God. Centuries ago, the Shadow God lived deeply in love with the Maiden Goddess. However, having two sides to his soul, they fought each other relentlessly. One night, his shadow whispered to him, "If you become strong enough, you will never have to return to the moon." The Shadow God ignored the evil whispers for as long as he could, but something terrible happened. He lost his own shadow. Terrified, he came to the Maiden Goddess looking for help, but as time passed, he felt his powers growing weak. Even speaking was a tiresome task, and so the Maiden Goddess called for her two sisters, the Sun and the Moon Goddesses. They searched for his shadow day and night, and when they finally faced him, they were almost obliterated by his powers. Not long after, the Divine Sisters devised a plan. The Sun and Moon goddesses created the Shade's lantern, which was able to consume the shadow. Unable to destroy him, the Maiden Goddess used the magic glass staff and tore him to pieces, hiding each part inside a common person of Annabeth. The threat was gone, but now the Maiden Goddess's beloved was no more than a husk. Well, shit. And then we have the Cat of Shadows. Well, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, tell me what the hell I did wrong. You know, fix it. But aside from that, part 2 is done. Part 3 will be Out of the Shadows, the bonus game, which I will get done as fast as I can because I am exhausted and I want some sleep. But anyways, I'm your host, Dark615 of the Shadows of Chaos. May the Shadows of Chaos rain down on your day in a good way, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!